voting to stick it to us.
And everybody that called his office.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
he got 11 calls.
yeah. Well, he was bragging about voting against the debt ceiling. I'll tell you what, up until that vote, he was ready to increase it, so don't let him spend this into something
That's
that
right.
he should be proud of. But I'll tell you what, he was gonna vote for it in a heartbeat.
Well, we've got a lot of work to do. You know, we didn't get into this mess overnight. We're not going to get out of it overnight, but it's going to take a solemn, dedicated effort for a long period of time. In fact, as long as you live, because freedom will never be free. There'll always be somebody waiting around to take it away from you. And as soon as you let your guard down, guess what? They got you. So that's where we are. You know, maybe it's one of the things that Jefferson said when he was talking about, freedom, and talking about writing the Declaration of Independence. He wasn't sure this country was ready for freedom. Number one, he had a big problem with slavery, but the other issue is it takes a certain responsible individual to live in a free country. You can't be irresponsible, and you can't slack off, you can't be immoral. All those things contribute, to the demise of a free country. And he was worried as to whether or not this country was ready to undertake that responsibility of a free country. Sometimes today I wonder about that too, but you know what? That's our responsibility to make sure that people are ready to take that responsibility. And if they're not, we need to educate them and make sure they are at some point.
And John Adams, to add to that, John Adams and Jefferson both, and Madison, they all were concerned, like the Supreme Court justices and the presidency. They said they always felt they would be served and filled by honorable men.
Well,
They lost
Well,
it.
folks, for every one of us in this room, there are 1,000 out there around us that don't know a thing. I had a guy come to work on my air conditioner today, and he has 2 young children, married guy, 2 young children, and I asked him about the debt limit being raised. Didn't know, about us being downgraded. He didn't know anything about this. Anything that's going on, And I took the time to pull out a constitution, talk to the guy, tell him that, how serious the problem was for his children, and, why he needed to keep track of what was going on and be an informed voter and such as that. I gave him a half-an-hour lecture before he got out my door. And I had him a constitution. I asked him to, read it to his children, read it for himself. And, those sort of things to where we touch somebody's life, we'll turn somebody around. We've just got to do that, folks. There are too few of us that are keeping track of this.
Yeah, that Constitution is just a little bitty thing compared to that great big, every bill they pass now.
Oh, that's
is
right.
thousands of pages, and it only took that little book to create this.
Okay, guys, we'll close with this thought in mind. There's not a lot of people in this room, but I want to tell you something. There are 20 million terrorists all over this country who believe in the Constitution, who believe in freedom, and believe in this country. So we're not alone. And that's the motto of the 912, you're not alone. And we are not alone. But we can't stop here. We have to continue to grow and make the changes, okay? We'll join the rest of those terrorists out there who are fighting to get our country back. I appreciate you coming up with those numbers.